This cloak was a bit tricky to do because I wasn't using Marvelous Designer or anything. I basically just had to resculpt it and try and make it, look natural enough as much as you can with manual sculpting of cloth. There are cloth brushes. Some of them are okay, but they're, a little bit finicky to use, especially for something really thin like this. It's not one-sided. It is a two-sided mesh, but it's so thin. So oftentimes you're going to get some intersection as the geometries overlap. The material for the hood, oh my God, it was such a mess to do because I tried so many different combinations of things, which includes the physical definition material, which the body is actually made up of, right? So it might be a bit hard to believe looking at it, but this cloth material is literally the same as this, at least it was, as a starting point. And then I basically just spliced up all the nodes and did other things, brought in some procedural patterns from another one of my resource packs, like the lines and the hexagons. The hexagons you may notice that I've used recently for doing glass roughness on one of those previous videos, experimenting with display cases. But, projecting the hexagons around the object was a bit finicky, so I leaned into our trusty hex scatter tool, which is, one of the reasons why we developed it. Hex scatter allows us to get, non-seamless texture sources wrapping around a procedural shape of any kind. In this case, I was just using one of the simplest nodes, which is the TV hex splat differing. So without needing to use texture coordinates, this will just give us a triplanar vector that works for, anything really. Hex scatter is capable of so much more complex PBR blending methods, but this was just the simplest one that I needed to use.